Oh, okay. 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 We're good. We're good. Don't worry about it. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and happy late evening to our viewers in Asia. Um, no, no, that's not how it works. Yeah. So, because obviously I didn't manage to finish this yesterday, I'm going to do this today, and I'm going to ignore basically every single request that came out of the Discord. It's more fun that way if I do it. It's just yeah. Well, it's because you guys have a tendency to complain now and then. So, and if I don't enjoy your complaints, then it won't be good, right? So because you complain so much, I have to. No. The answer is no. I'm not going to repeat the question because the question is silly. I'll go with silly. Yes, let's go with silly. Um, yeah. So today will be rather quicker. I'll need to be out of here at 45, sort of on the dot. So we're just going to get right into it without talking. Well, no, I'll talk obviously, but like I'm not going to like spend 5 minutes just recapping everything because there are plenty of videos on this by now. Well, I mean, yeah. And for actually we have a few newcomers to the channel, not channel to the Discord, so welcome. I just received your NDAs, and that's excellent. Sometimes, you know what's actually interesting to me. Sometimes I receive NDAs right away. Sometimes I don't get them for like a week and a half, and when I inquire about it, it turns out it's usually not the secretary's problem, but actually the gentleman or the lady in question who has forgotten to sign. Why do you guys have EAs if you're gonna forget to sign stuff that they give you? uh, Actually, speaking of EAs, are you guys treating your EAs alright? Secretaries, administrators, whatever. Because those are important people in your lives, and I know a few. I talked to, actually no, I can't talk about who it is, but one of the major banks has a no, actually, you know what? No, let's not talk about it. Well, the reason I decided not to talk about it is actually because the oh, wrong color. Because the Discord is actually filled with a lot of their competitors, so I'm just see already there are calls of me being a traitor. You guys don't even know which bank it is. Relax. Yeah, don't worry about it. And no, it's not the CEOs. They're usually too busy. You really want me to want to ask, eh? That's fine. Yeah, let's do it. Not C-suite. No. In my mind, at least, if we were to go by corporate theory, then yeah, it technically should be higher than the C-suite. Because remember, the C-suite is they're managers, right? They're not the same thing as owners, and And modern corporations, theoretically, and I say theoretically because it's, you know, that's actually debatable, but corporations should be the property of their shareholders, right? Like oftentimes, like we'll see that shareholders get shafted, or get, sorry, not shafted. That's a bad word. Get shareholders are not treated with the respect that they should be treated with, and that's tragic, right? Yeah. Yes. Exactly. That is the right guess. It's the, well, not necessarily. Like, because I mean, board members are generally, you know, board members. Oh, that's such a terrible pun. Might as well just shoot me now. um, you don't understand the pun? Well, okay. Think of it this way. Board members are, like, in a lot of boards are so ineffectual that all they do is they show up and then they listen to management, because usually, you know, in a lot of these modern companies, you have the CEO also take on the role of the chairman of the board. So then you're literally just like, it, management owns the company in that case, right? So the dumb pun was that they're board members, yes, but that they're spelled with the, I don't even want to talk about this. The word board is spelled BORED, right? So they're the amount of groaning that I'm seeing is amazing. How do you guys all, okay, I must assume then that, like, our administrator has taught you all how to send emojis, because you are all too old for emojis, man. Don't even pretend that this was because you guys somehow were cool and young and hip. Because you are not. You are not. You're all old and crusty. Okay. How about this? We'll have a poll, and we'll ask our administrator to conduct a poll on how many of you have actually learned how to do the emojis on your own, and how many of you had to ask your children to show you how to do it. All right. Just yeah, DM our admin and she'll tally it up. The poll will close in, let's say, 5 minutes. You're always, yes. Do tell me if they finish early. But you just know that they're just like, what's my guess? I'm not sure I want to bet on this. Maybe I'll bet on this. Well, we'll have the admin collect, like there won't be enough time to actually work out a feasible bet, so we can work it out later. And yeah, actually, sure, I'll bet on this. I think let's see. It's hard to think while I'm doing this at the same time, but I think 50% of you probably got it off your kids. 30% of you probably asked our administrator to show you. And let's see, what else is there? I said 50 and 30, right? Yes. And then the rest of you, yeah, 20% I could imagine having learned this properly. So now, of course, don't lie. There's no point in lying, right? Like, I'll catch you, and then we'll go to court, and then you'll have to pay, and then I'll tack on some civil suits, and then I'll tack on some criminal suits. Just and then you go to jail. I wouldn't mind seeing some of you in. Okay, no, that's mean. I wouldn't mind some of you being the target of a civil suit and being subject to asset forfeiture. Let's put it that way, because some of you really need to forfeit some of your assets. Not that you got it, illegally. I'm never going to claim that, but like, you just have too many assets, man. Just. I mean, there's nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with having too many assets per se, right? But it's like I'm no revolutionary, obviously, but like the amount of just junk, like at this point, you guys might as well be hoarders. Well, it's true, right? Like just the sheer amount of crap. Oh, I think we need to. Oh yes, we need to introduce another division down here. Yes. I forgot about that. Which one? We have 29. Now let's do. We have 31, 33, 32. So let's do 34. Oops. 34. How's the ball going? Really? Come on, guys. I mean, okay. How many is it now? It's 70, right? I assume, because you told me 69, so I assume one more person had lodged their own vote. Like, vote. It's the same thing with wrong color. It's the same thing with democracy. If you don't vote, then you have no one to blame but yourself if your country elects someone that you don't like. It doesn't matter who it is you don't like. If you don't vote and they elect someone you don't like, that is your fault. Right? Like, it doesn't matter how suppressed your vote is. It doesn't matter how little your vote actually counts, because America is obviously not one man, one vote. Well, no, sorry, it's one man, one vote, but your vote doesn't count the same because of the way that the Senate works, and also the way that districting works. But that's that's a whole different conversation for a different day. So if you want to see me lose the bet and you are okay with not lying, you should vote. If you're gonna lie, then don't. That's really all I gotta say. Don't lie. No, not even a little, okay? I have to sneeze. Give me 1 second. You know the worst feeling is when you have to sneeze but you can't. And then it's just like it's stuck there. 61. Where's the other formation? What? 61. Wait a second. Nine 61. 62. 9 61. 6 guard, then 62. So 6 guards, 62, 60. Oh, where is the 6 guards? Oh, okay. The 6 guards have disappeared. Did I delete it? Probably. Should be okay. We'll just blob that in. Let's check. Delete 62. Clear selection, delete 4. Weird. Did I not have the 6 guards in here? Oh, doesn't matter. It's here now. So 29. So that sounds like it is basically my composition, isn't it? Well, I mean, we still have a few votes left to count, so if you guys want to see me lose a bet. No, okay. Qualifier there. If we're going to do this where I am going to accept a post hoc negotiation of I'm going to go into it obviously with an open mind, but you can't, like, if I lose, you can't make it really bad. Everyone has to go into it with a proper idea of what it's supposed to be. 61. Well, because otherwise it would be unfair, right? Because then you if you're sure that I'll take these bets, then a lot of you can do all sorts of very mean and very uninteresting things that make me very sad. I guess that is true. The response to that, what I just said, was that they make me sad already anyway, so it doesn't matter. I can't actually argue with that. They do. They make me exceptionally sad. So maybe, maybe you boys and girls should be nicer to me so that I can, not be so sad. How about that? How about that, eh? Let's try that sometime. You can catch more bees with honey than you can with poo. I guess. I don't know where I was going with that. No, but seriously, if you're more nice to me, then I'll more likely not I'll still take, the general public's sponsorships before yours, but I might not, run it overtime on purpose just so I can deny you guys the sponsorship chance. See, it goes both ways, right? If you're nice to me, I'll be nice to you. No, I'm not gonna make this up tomorrow. Tomorrow we're doing I'm going to try another composition. We're going to try something a little bit more complex this time. I want to see if I can make something with an actual beat to it. No, it's not going to be anything like that. No, like I can't. No, well, so my I don't really have an issue with modern hip hop per se. It's just it's not my cup of tea, right? Like it's just not, because I'm not saying it's dumb. That's what you said, but no, what I'm saying is, like, it's not an appealing it's not appealing to me, both in terms of the melodic substructure and the lyrics. So I don't really have an interest in it. Like, I'm sorry, it's just not. Actually, I will admit to, because apparently we're all weebs now, is I will occasionally still listen to Japanese like Japanese rock from the late 1990s and early 2000s. Like, that stuff was great. Like, my all-time favorite still is Forever Love. by X Japan. Like it's such a well, it's just got a lot of history and a lot of feeling to it, if that makes sense. Like it's a very powerful piece. What time is it? Okay, 22. We're good. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. 22. Yeah, it's a powerful piece and it's very moving. Um, just like not just the lyrics itself, but like the band and all of that. And you know, we have that for a lot of the older rock bands. But the newer ones, I guess they haven't yet established their pedigree to the point where that is a thing, right? So I don't know. New bands exist to begin with. I don't know what that is. I'm not going to ask. No, please don't tell me. I really didn't ask. Can we just get the results of the survey, please? No, can you please mute it? Yes, please. Yeah, just keep it muted for the rest of the stream, please. See, that's what you get. Well, technically, you are in my Discord. I'm just going to start. Please don't talk through other people. That is bad form. Well, I mean, Twitter did something similar to one of our boys, so... Well, not our boys. One of the boys that made the news for quite a while. The past few months. Or, not the past few months. The past 4 years. Can you believe it's been 4 years? I wonder how my girl Hillary is doing. No, I don't think that's what she's doing. Okay, so just before we get derailed, this is good. We're done. Not for today. Just this particular aspect of our day. We're going to now continue actually, developing this entire, what am I saying? We're going to continue to develop now, starting, the first part of October 2nd, the year of our Squirrel 2599. Well, if you would let me, then maybe this wouldn't be an issue. Also, the results of our challenge are in. It turns. So I don't win. So you're saying that in the last few moments, enough people have claimed that they enough people have claimed that they do all of their emojis themselves, such that I don't win. Fellas, boys and girls, come on, let's not do this. Let's not do this. You don't have to pretend. Before I forget, there's nothing fun actually. There's nothing on this end. There we go. Okay. We're just going to go down this way. Perhaps luckily for the third army, both the 12th and the 20th divisions have made it into this sort of new, what should we call it? New, because the third army, if you'll remember, it was, yes, let me talk about it. The Third Army got cut off here the moment that the Six Guards have essentially reached the HMRC mountain. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, we need court level formation. So that's the 9th corps, and so this will be the 10th corps. Oops. Yeah, so the Third Army essentially survived by nature of it being quite, how should we say? It got lucky. Its own attack before its own flank got broken managed to unlock the Tower Bridge. Managed to unlock Tower Bridge for themselves. And so even though, so now the 5th corps will just simply be here, the 2nd will be here. 26 has retreated in this direction. This goes away. And there is a division around here. Or actually just around here. There we go. Yeah, so I lost the bet, fine. We will, after this, talk about the potential remediation for this. Don't expect it to be anything that big, because obviously someone there cheated. I'm fairly certain someone did something. Don't. No, it's fine. I'm not bitter. I'm still gonna take all your money though. Well, it is a private club, right? Let's be honest. Private clubs are expensive, so yeah. Just be ready for it. Be ready for the next. Yeah, exactly. Be ready for the next bill that comes your way. Okay, so this color essentially do that. So be 3. Oops. This will be here. And this will come down like this. This will go away. Like, we don't need quite that many arrows. We'll be fine. Like, we'll know what's happening. The 61st though is also going to launch its own attack in this direction. Right, like we can see that this area is for the Third Army is not great, right? There'll be more attacks in this direction, but for now this is fine. So we're going to, what time is it? 30, we're okay. 30, I have 15 more minutes. No, it's not because of a meeting. Or no, it is because of a meeting, but not my meeting. So still I need to go for it. So we'll go for it. It's all good. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's good. Our friend Lloyd George has come back to the Royal Mint Court. 52nd is in this direction. The 50th, the headquarters of the 50th should move here. 3 divisions, the 20th, oops, 20th should move up here. In this direction. And yes, that's a good question. We are going to keep all of these, like, we're not going to have them face in the direction that they're going anymore, because it didn't, I mean, it worked when we had fewer formations, but the more formations we have, the more difficult it really is to make sure that everyone is pointed in the right direction, is denoting, you know, like their strength and all of that. So we'll just it'll be fine. So let's see. The 6th has these two, the 3rd has these two, the 9th has these two, the 10th has these two. We need another like that. And then we'll split in here. And then we'll have a split. Oops. Split here. So what used to be the old 3rd Corps, that was Dog Whisperers formation, now has essentially been elevated to the 4th Army. Elm himself got a promotion to the 1st Army Group. The 2nd Army remains the 2nd Army. It now has constituent parts of the 7th, 1st, and 10th. And the 4th has 6th, 3rd, and 9th. And of course, the 1st Army, Maplewood, has gotten he's lost the 6th, but really Maplewood himself has, you know, he has enough formations to still play around it. Let's see. Oh yes, right. We were doing this, so that has been opened. This has been opened, and the 63rd remains here. There are 2 formations here. 2nd, 3rd Army headquarters, maintenance. So we are going to see that that the technocracy is going to have to at some point. Like this is too much of a line for the 3rd Army to handle. That is 7 divisions for, you know, basically an encirclement, whereas Maplewood has 7 divisions for something that's much shorter. So this is going to come down. Yeah, exactly. So the 3rd Army is going to collapse down onto probably this line, or even just I don't think they'll try to. They'll probably use the byword line as the new battle line, and then we'll see what happens up here. So the 20th is now in that direction. Excellent. This line has gotten pushed down to this side, and so the corollary, this line is now here. First Pomeranian is here, 2nd Pomeranian is here, 28th Division, 25th, and there has been some movement on this end, so the 53rd got pushed back across that. Oops. Go to the back. The 53rd got pushed across that. The 21st then means it has managed to hit this line, which is particularly important because this allows the 21st to spread itself out a little bit more, and so what it is doing is it's actually going to attack in this direction. No, actually I forgot this. The 7th is going to go down here, and the 9th actually gains the 21st division. Yeah, I completely forgot to do that, but it's fine. We're here now. So the 21st division is now now been assigned to the 9th Corps because it can help with the fighting up here. And let's see, there is some amount of pullback on this end. Till there. Go to the back. Oh, because I kept sending these guys to the back, that's right. So the attack really against the 5th Guard, it's now coming from the southeast because there's no like long line for it for the technocracy to cross in that So Petticoat Square. This can disappear because technically, you know, the junction between east and west is actually kind of non-existent at this point. And so the 17th itself, the 17th division is it's quite spread out, right? Like it's holding sort of its own main line here, but it is now mostly attacking from the southeast in this direction. And the 5th Guards is they're both essentially extending towards the northeast because they want to outflank each other. That's a good question. So because General Elm of the First Army Group now wanted to focus on the eastern front, that's why both Pomeranian corps are actually in this direction, and they're going to attack. They're going to attack southeast, easterly. Yes, that's actually a good observation. Yes, the technocracy is quite a bit more. They are very much about maneuvering, and they are like just like their historical influence. They are very much like they very much believe that willpower can triumph over. How do we say? Can really triumph over adversity, right? Oh, I meant to include another infantry division in this. 34. This will be 35. Oops. No, I'm not going to do that. Sorry. No. The question I can actually share this question. The question was, what would I like? How would I change this so that it's not so boring? To me, it's not boring. So I'm not going to change it. To this should be also 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 5, 7, 8, 7. Okay. So, oops, this line has consolidated, which means those attacks are no longer a thing. This attack is weakening, as are these two. This attack has disappeared. This attack has disappeared. And now we're actually seeing something interesting in that because the 33rd is now sitting in this nice position, we're seeing the 11th division start its own counterattack down into this area. And so like the 3rd Guards now is in quite a bit of trouble because it is it's being hemmed in on all sides, right? So let me put this up here. This comes in this direction. And then this comes in this direction. Excellent. So with the 5th in its rear, the 3rd Guards is in imminent danger. 31st is there. Going to have spoiling attacks in this direction and in this direction, but it's not like necessarily that helpful because there are their own spoiling attacks over here. It's not lagging. Do you remember me talking about the fact that the background map, so that is this thing, this map is is very much one gigantic vector. And so what that means is it's very, very difficult to, like, whenever, if you render a bitmap, the bitmap is stored in memory, and counterintuitively in this case, the bitmap is actually easier to load if you have enough memory, like I do. So I have plenty of memory, 32 gigabytes worth, that I can load a bitmap like this, and it'll just sit in memory, and whenever it needs to be, it'll get called upon. But a vector is not the same thing. The vector gets rendered every time. So there's something interesting about Affinity Designer, where every time I load or I try to add a new vector, it goes through the entire list and does something. And yeah, it should. Let's see. These are good. These are good. So we're going to see a little bit of movement on here. So these combat engineers have been exhausted. These are also exhausted. And we will probably start seeing a counterattack on this end sometime soon. Yeah, especially if the third artillery gets put somewhere else. Let's see. I think we are good for now, actually. Yeah, so it might be good for us to end here today. I'm going to do the rest of this day probably some other time, maybe tomorrow. Yeah, well, we might end up doing this tomorrow evening instead of composition, because I really don't have time between now and tomorrow evening to do it. Well, it is what it is, right? We're good. Okay. Well. Sure. We still have a minute. No, we only have a minute. Okay, so never mind. We're not gonna do it. Well, I mean, okay. If you really want, we can talk about it. In fact, that's probably the thing we'll do. We'll talk about it tomorrow, and then we'll continue after that. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, then, in conclusion, thank you guys very much for watching. It was a pleasure, I guess. Sometimes. And I shall see you guys tomorrow evening. I'll talk to you on Discord in the meantime. Yes. Cool. Bye now.